Oh, you can't hear me. Alright, let me know if this is better. Okay, I know what happened. It might be better, I guess. Yeah, so as I said, I really want to have a game without lag this time. So I run the 1v1, then I will run the 3v3 or 4v4, I don't know, between Panda Tuto and, well, between the tutorial ones and 105. And after this I will go for Z2 versus Promi, which is gonna be a pretty interesting match. A group actually dominated by Maya. I'm talking about group 4. And I assume that Promi and Z2 are gonna fight for the second place in this group for the qualification. And First Steel already looks out after having lost 3-1 against Z2 and 4-0 against Maya. And this game reminds me another game which happened in Prince of Arabia, I think, hosted by Arondi 105, having played against Sky Panda, which is Panda Tuto with some updates, and the match was pretty interesting and quite close. And if I'm right, 105 managed to win against Sky Panda, so Panda Tutorial being an outdated version of Sky Panda, 105 should win this game, at least the 1v1. But the tutorial ones being a team, it's gonna be interesting to see the other members of this team playing against 105. So we will see Vicky the Viking and Esty Tutomaster. Alright, 105 did find its opponent.
Kid.
Alright, I was scared because I didn't see any mining camp on stone. I don't know if 105 is supposed to build a mining camp on gold. I don't think so. So maybe I'm wrong, but I think that there was a small bug here for 105. Oh, very bad lambda come for blue. The tower being in this area. So 105 is still waiting for its first win in round 2. And this is the last opportunity. Well, this mission is just doing great. And for some reason, Panda Tuto doesn't train any mission, actually.
Va bene.
Io. Va bene.
Alright, it looks like Panda Tuto just wanted to research Remanata before training any militia. But I'm scared that it's actually too late because we've got already maybe too many towers. But well, this defensive tower from Panda Tuto is pretty good. And we've got 4 villagers treasure left. And by experience we know that as soon as 105 has lost its villagers, the trash is stopped. I mean 105 will never send more villagers to keep trashing. Alright, 2 villagers left.
Margaret.
Alright, so the trash being finished. One of I will try to research Castle Age faster than its opponent. It might be the case. It does have the economy. Unfortunately, Panda Tuto has Lake of Gold. It's gonna be interesting to see if it can. Okay, it did find another place to gather gold, but those towers will keep them quite busy. I think that I can increase the speed actually. This situation doesn't require any micro. Yeah, unfortunately Panda Tuto won't build another mining camp. So now let's see if Panda Tuto managed to build a siege workshop. I think that I have seen this when 105 played against Sky Panda. I don't know if Panda Tuto does know how to defend against those forward towers with at least a siege workshop and rams. Actually, it doesn't keep wood to get the precious siege workshop. Opposite side, we've got 6 knights. Yeah, the game looks to be in the favor of 105. Okay, we've got the siege workshop. But the problem remains to be the Lake of Gold. Here we go. So this point is gonna be the first point for 105. After having lost its 8 first games. So this is the point for the glory. Alright. So GG TheNightPanda, you won it. Three v 3 can be, I think, pretty funny to watch. So here we go for this. So we've got Kelt aside. And other side we will have Panda Tuto playing as Pockets with its Marian. And we will have Vicky the Viking. And Esty Tutomaster. I will need to get the civilization for Tutomaster. It's gonna be Mayan. Alright. I'm gonna have a quick check to the brackets. So actually ST Tutomaster is leading the group with 7 wins and 1 loss, followed by VNS Yori, which is actually having 5 points in 8 games. The tutorial one is just playing its second game in this group. It just lost the first one. So definitely it's important to get 3 points against 105. Alright, so let's go. So actually I got no idea the behavior of Vicky the Viking against the trash. Maybe the villagers will attack the towers as expected, or maybe Vicky the Viking will just be wrapped without pity. Panda tutorial AI as pockets might be able to do a lot of damage. And we already saw Esty Tutomaster against 105 in this group. Tutomaster having won 4-0, if I'm right. Yes, 4-0. So we know that Esty Tutomaster knows how to deal with an enemy trashing. So I would say that Tutorial ones can win, but all depend on Vicky the Viking. And if I'm right, this AI was made by Norman Duck, which is a really good scripter, actually inactive, and the author of ISOT Machine and a few other AIs. One of them was Egbert the Saxon, which did a great show in this tournament, having eliminated in final stage 1-1. Alright, looking at the message sent by Purple, I assume that it is actually already ready to trash. At least it might have clicked up. Unfortunately for Vicky's Viking, it will have to be trashed in 1 versus 2. Yellow shows the purple side. And for some reason, oh well, okay, for some reason red is building its first tower really far from the enemy, but it's because it didn't find the enemy's TC. So it might consider that enemy's point X is almost the house you see here. So it's kind of unfortunate for red. Funny to notice that blue didn't see any tower at this point. But I assume that the next tower is gonna attack the mill. That's it. So we've got no reaction from Vicky the Viking at this point. No attempt to break the towers. The villagers are not freezing, which is a good point. So we shouldn't see a buggy behavior from Vicky the Viking. But besides this, it would just will die later in the game. because of the lack of reaction. Alright, we've got eventually the tower, which I assume that they hurt the lumberjacks. And yeah, the trash is not turning as expected for red. I assume that the villagers should die soon. And I think that the tutorial ones are really lucky because 1 of 5 could have taken Esty Tutomaster in 2 versus 1, and Vicky the Viking just need 1 treasure to be defeated. And it's really unfortunate for Vicky the Viking to have no help from green, which preferred to help Esty Tutomaster. But well, red is actually already in a bad shape. Oh, that's funny. Blue investing the purple's town, stealing the berries. Alright, Panda Tuto is researching Castle Age. Yellow might be able to click up soon. Same for purple. And blue's population stays pretty decent. That's pretty unfortunate for purple, which eventually lost its villagers, builders. This tower could have hurt Vicky's Viking a lot. And Yellow's town haven't been found by the tutorial once. Alright, some help from green now. I will increase the beat. Okay, I assume that yellow should be fine, maybe. Nope, it won't be fine. Alright, so green is retreating for some reasons. Alright, Leaf, I'm just reading your message. My side, I don't use essence only. It's definitely not enough. So I use direct unit control to target the close. My side, I target the closest tower each time. Yeah, because we always see weird behavior without BUC, unfortunately, against those forward towers. But we might see the general versus Yggdrasil soon, so we will see what you did against towers. So it's gonna be interesting. Eventually yellow has been found. So it would be time for blue to research Castle Age, especially when you look at the resources. Alright, GG. So the score is 1-1.